Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. To start this morning's webinar, the Australian dollar did attempt to rally overnight, however was contained by the cap of the recent break level of 75.05. From the rejection now puts a further bearish outlook today, with the Australian dollar looking for a move towards 75.35. Also, with the market anticipated for the awaited decision from the RBA at 2:30 today, I do expect to see rates unchanged. However, the statement should be looked at very closely, as we could find out what the actual RBA is thinking in terms of the market. So from the break last week of 75.95, I am holding towards an objective at the moment of 74.80, as you can see here from these peaks and troughs, and reassess from there. Any fresh advances beyond 76.05 should find resistance capped clearly from this level at 76.55. The euro attempted to rally overnight, but was clearly contained by the resistance of 106.55.60. In light of the rejection, once again, this is the third stab at this region. I am looking for further weakness with immediate target holding towards 105.65 to 105.20. With the objective, if we look at the longer term picture, still holding towards 104.55.70 and reassess from there. The resistance on the top side should still continue to hold around 106.5. Well, dollar yen, surprisingly enough, is holding quite well above that 113.40 level. As you can see here from the recent challenge, the market is looking slightly to the bull side, and if the further momentum comes through, then we could see a rise up towards 114.20. Now a break there would give further scope up towards 114.70.75, the recent rejection level, and reassess from there. In the event we do get a break underneath 113.40 today, then this would negate the upside and instead put an objective back towards the recent lows, which comes in around 111.60. Well, the pound is weaker after the recent price action on Friday. Fails to continue on above that 123 handle. In light of the break of the 123.80 support, which you can see around this region here, is the fact that we're looking still towards the downside objective, which comes in at 121.40.80. Now a break beneath there gives further exposure to the downside, and I do expect to see the market challenge the region back in October of that flash crash that we saw around 118.50 and reassess from there. On the day, resistance comes in firm around 122.95.05 and above there at 123.90 to 124.10.15. But I don't expect to see the market sustain beyond 123 handle. Well, as you can see, the market is still respecting this level around 1,238, and from the recent rejection and also posting a dragonfly doji, I do expect to see further weakness into the coming session, with the immediate target holding towards that 12.18 level. Now a break beneath there would give further scope to the downside, and I do expect to see a fall towards 11.80 as an objective. Resistance on the day comes in around 12.29 to 12.36 to 38. And wrapping up with oil, another doji is posted overnight. I do expect to see further weakness into the coming session for oil, and while maintaining around that cap of 54.60, I'll be looking towards 49.60 as an objective and reassess from there. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report that will be released very shortly.